Hello student, in this class today we study about the rational and irrational number. This is first chapter of class 9th. So in previous class we already discussed about the rational number and their properties, how to represent the rational number on the number line. So now in this class we learn more about the rational number. So what is rational number? As you know, first of all, real number. What is real number? Real number, in any number, if we square of that number and that will be non-negative, so that is called the real number. What is real number? Once again, a number whose square is non-negative numbers, that is called the real number. Consider -2. So the square of -2 is 4. What is the square of 2? Square root of square is equal to √2 into √2, which is equal to 2. That is √2 into 2, that is 4, and which is equal to 2. So square of any number, if square of any number is positive value, so that is called the real number. If we take the square of -√2, so which is equal to -√2 into -√2, which is equal to -√2, which is equal to, this is the value of √2 into √-1 and √2 into √-1, and the value of -1 is I, imaginary number. So here √2i into √2i, which is equal to √2 into √2, that is 2, and I into I, that is I square. So the value is -2 because I square is equal to -1. The value of I is √-1 and the value of I square is -1. So here -√2 whole square, this is imaginary number. So only we learn about the real number which is either rational or irrational. So we learn about the rational and irrational number today. So see what is rational number. In previous class we know about the rational number, that any number if which can express in form of p upon q, and p, q both are integer and q doesn't equal to, q is not equal to 0, so that is called the rational number. We see some rational number and we convert the rational number into decimal form. Consider 1/2. So this is also a rational number. If we express the rational number into decimal form, so this is 0.5. 1 divided by 2 point, that is 0, 2 5s are 10. So this is 0.5. 1/4. So that will be 0.4 2s are 8 and 4 5s are 20. So a number which exactly cut after some decimal place, so that is called the terminating decimal. That is called the terminating decimal. And other example, 1/3 is also a rational number because this is also in the form of p upon q. If we divide 1 by 3, so the result will be 0. We write here due to the decimal, and 3 3 is a 9, 1 0, that is 10, 3 3 is a 9, and 1 0, 3 3 is a 9. So up to so on, 0.333 and so on. So this is repeating decimal 333. So this is repeating or recurring decimal. Repeating decimal, recurring decimal. So today we learn about the terminating decimal and repeating decimal in a rational number. So rational number is terminating decimal or repeating decimal. Which type of decimal we think that this is a rational number? So today we read about this. So what is terminating decimal? First point, terminating decimal. So what is terminating decimal? A rational number can be written in the terminating decimal form, means after the certain decimal place the remainder is 0. For example, 3/5, we write 3/5 in a decimal form, that is 0.6. 3 divided by 5, that is 0. 5 6 is 30. So 3/5 can be written as 0.6. 7/2 can be written as 3.5. 2 3 is 6, and 1 remain. After the decimal 1 will be 10. 2 5 is 10, and 3/8. If we divide 3 divided by 8, so the value is 0.30. 8 3 is 24, and then 6 0 60, and 8 7 is 56, and 4, that is 40. 8 5 is 40. So the decimal form of 3/8 is 0.375. 0.375. After 3 decimal place it is terminate, means the decimal place is 3. After a certain decimal place the value is fixed, means the remainder will be 0. So that this type of the fraction and this type of the decimal is called the terminating decimal. What is recurring decimal or repeating? This is also known as repeating decimal. Repeating decimal. We also take some rational number, and that is not terminating. So we compare about the terminating and recurring decimal. What is the difference between the terminating and recurring decimal? 1/3, it can be written as 0. That is 10. 3 3 is 9, and 3 3 is 9, and so on. So 3 is repeating several times. So which digit is repeating? Only 3. So 0.3 dot or 0.3 bar. We write 1/3 as a 0.3 bar. Bar means 3 repeating continuously. Consider 2/7. What is the value of 2/7? 2 divided by 7, that is 20. 7 2 is 14, 6, 7 8 is 56, 40, 7 5 is 35, 50, 7 7 ja 49, that is 1, 10, 7 1 ja 7, 3, 30, 7 4 ja 28, and 2, then once again 20, so 7 2 ja 14, then 6 60, 7 8 ja 56, then once again 40, so then again 5 7 1 4. It means 285714. 285714 means a period of the number is repeating here 0.285714, 285714 means these numbers are repeating continuously. After that 285714 and so on. So how many numbers repeating? 2 to 4 to 6. So 2 upon 7 can be written as 0.285714. Either we write here dot on first and last digit, or directly we write 0.285714. So this 285714 is repeating continuously. So this is called the recurring decimal or repeating decimal, and this is also not non-terminating. Terminating means after a certain decimal place it will be end, but this is never end and continuously it repeat unlimited time. So 2 upon 7 is also a recurring decimal. We take other example, 2 upon 3, that is 0.20 upon 3. 3 6 is 18, once again 20, 3 6 is 18, 3 6 is 18, and so on. So 6 is repeated unlimited time. We write here 0.6 bar. So it is clear that terminating decimal are such type of rational number when we divide the numerator by the denominator. So after the sum decimal place its remainder is 0, and recurring decimal, if we divide any rational number and that numerator divide by the denominator, so after the certain place it repeat continuously, or after the 2 decimal place or after the 1 decimal place it repeating continuously. So that is called the recurring decimal. For example, this is also recurring number 0.254544 means 2 is not repeating, but after the decimal place 5454 repeating, so we can write 0.2. 2 is not repeating, that's why we write 54, and 54 there is vinculum bracket, that is bar bracket, so 54 bar. This is 54 repeating continuously. So it is clear that terminating and recurring decimal, there are 2 type of the decimal that is called the rational number. So one more definition of the rational number. What is rational number? A rational number, first of all we read about the definition. The rational number which can be written in the form of P upon Q, where PQ is integer and Q is not equal to 0. And now in class 9th we also learn about the all the terminating and non-terminating but repeating decimal are called the rational number. Means rational number first, a number which can be written as P upon Q form. PQ both are integer and Q is not equal to 0. Second, all the terminating decimal are rational number, and all the non-terminating and non-repeating, repeating means recurring, non-terminating and non-repeating, sorry, non-terminating but repeating, non-terminating and repeating decimal are called the rational number. Real number the continuous, this is a real line. Here all the natural number, all the whole number, all the integer, all the fraction and all the rational number. And one more thing, Pythagorean, the followers of the Pythagoras, they also invent a special type of the number. Beside this, the irrational number is also form of the real numbers. They observe that there was some space on the real line, and after the when we assume all the rational number on the real line, so there was some space between the two rational number. There are infinite rational number between two rational number, so they think about that there is a irrational number also between the rational number. So, and they give the density properties of real number. What is density properties? And completeness properties of the density properties of the real number state that there is unique number at a point on the real line, and completeness property of the rational number state that there are infinite rational number, or there are infinite numbers are there between the two rational number or between the two irrational number. Between the two rational number or between the two irrational number, there are infinite rational number or infinite numbers on the real line between the 2 points. So real numbers are two type, the rational number and irrational number. If we include all the rational number and all the irrational number, so set of the rational number and irrational number, if we represent on the real line, so it form complete real line. Rational number are two types. One is integers, all the integers either positive or negative or zero, and non-integers fraction. Non-integer fraction, what is rational number which can be written as 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 1 by 2, 3 by 4. These are rational number. And irrational number which is non-terminating and non-repeating, I will explain after this. Under root 2, under root 3, under root 4 is not irrational number because under root 4 means 2. So under root 5, under root 6, 7. So these are the irrational number. And non-integer fraction, integers 0, 1, 2, 3 and -1, -2, -3. These are set of integers. And non-integer fraction, so non-integer fraction like as 3 by 4, 1 by 2, -3 by 4, -2 by 3. So these are the non-integer fraction. And integers are two type. There is all the negative integers and whole numbers, and all the whole numbers are two type, zero and natural number. So this is complete diagram of the real numbers. real number are divided in rational number and irrational number. Rational number integers and non-integer fraction, and integers are negative integer and whole number. Whole number are further divided into two part, 0 and natural number. So one thing is there, on the topic of rational number we discussing. So decimal fraction is there and vulgar fraction. What is decimal fraction? A fraction whose denominator is either in form of 10 or power of 10, like as 1 upon 10, 3 upon 100, or 4 upon 1000, or 7 upon 10 to the power 5. So when the denominator of the fraction is either power of 10 or 10, so that is called the decimal fraction. And vulgar fraction is a fraction whose denominator is not in the power of 10, which is beside the 10, means we can write 2 upon 9, 3 upon 7, and 5 upon 20. So these are the vulgar fraction, because the denominators are not in the 10 or power of 10. So we can say the vulgar fraction whose denominators are not in the form of 10 or power of 10. How can we represent the vulgar fraction, non-terminating but repeating decimal? For example, 0.3 bar. 0.3 bar is a rational number and we represent in the form of P upon Q. So how can we represent? So let x is equal to 0.3 bar. 3 bar means 3, 3, 3 and so on. This is equation first. How many digit after the decimal place? Repeating 1 digit. Then we multiply by 10 in both sides. That is 10x is equal to 10 into 0.333 and so on, which is equal to 10x is equal to, when we multiply by 10, so the decimal will move right side, means the value of the number is increased after the multiplication. So 3.333 and so on. This is equation second, and first equation can be written as x is equal to 0.333 and so on. This was equation first. We subtract first from the second. So minus 10 minus x is equal to 9x, and this will be 0, and 3 minus 0 is 3. So 3.0, that is 3, x is equal to 3 upon 9. We can write in the standard form or in simplest form, x is equal to 1 upon 3. So we represent the all the non-terminating but repeating decimal in the form of the vulgar fraction. (0.232323). This can be written as 0.23 bar, and we have to represent this into the vulgar fraction. So how we represent? Let x is equal to, this is question, represent this non-terminating but repeating decimal into the vulgar fraction. So let x is equal to 0.23 bar and x is equal to 0.232323 and so on. So this is equation first. Repeating decimal is 2, that's why we multiply in equation first by 100. Equation first multiply by 100 because 2 decimal is repeating continuously. So 100 into x, that is 100x, and 100 multiply right hand side, that is 0.2323 and so on. So 100x is equal to, if we multiply by 100 in this decimal number, so the decimal move two digit right side 23.23. This is repeating infinite times, so 2323. This is equation second. First, once again subtract from the second, that is x is equal to 23.23, 0.2323. This is equation first. So now subtract this 100x minus x, that is 99x is equal to 23.00. So x is equal to 23 upon 99. So this type we convert the non-terminating but repeating decimal into the vulgar fraction. How to represent the rational number or irrational number on the number line? To represent a rational number on number line. Consider any rational number like as 3/7. So represent this on the number line. First of all, we draw a number line, that is real line, and 0, 1, 2, here -1, -2, left side of the 0 is negative and right side of the 0 is positive real number. So 3/7 represent on the number line. So 7 is denominator. First of all, we check 3/7 is lies between which two number. So 3 divided by 7 point, that is 30, 7 4 is 28, 2 20, 7 2 is 14. So 0.42 something means it is more than 0 but less than 1. So between the 0 and 1, this 3/7 lies, this rational number lies between the 0, more than 0 and less than 1. So denominator is 7. So divide between the 0 and 1 7 equal part, that is 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 4, 5 part, 6 part, and this is 7 part. So this is 0, 0/7, 1 part is 0/7 here, and here this out of 7, this is 1 part. So 1/7, 2/7, 3/7, 4/7, and this part is 5 out of 7, this part is 6/7, and this is ultimately 1, 7/7. We represent 3/7 on the number line. Which one is 3/7? So this one. This point is 3/7. Here lies, this is unique number. Unique number lies on the any one point of the real line. Similarly, we can represent all the rational number on the real line. So second, we read what is the irrational number. As you know that rational number can be defined as a number in the form of p upon q. P and q are integer and q not equal to 0. All the terminating decimals are real number, rational number, terminating decimal, and non-terminating but repeating. Non-terminating but repeating decimal are the rational number. So what is irrational number? Irrational number, we can write all the non-terminating but non-repeating decimals are called the irrational number. Non-terminating, all non-terminating, terminating and non-repeating decimal are called irrational number. Example: 0.101 1110 and so on. So here no digit is repeating, no period of the digit is repeating, so this is called the non 101. Here 101 and here 101, so here there is gap, so this is non-terminating and non-repeating also. If repeating, so it will be rational number. Other example: 1.2111. Similarly this is also non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. So irrational number, and we can also define the irrational number. All non-terminating and non-repeating decimal are called the irrational number, and represent under root 2, under root 3 and under root 5 on number line. Under root 2, how we represent on the number line? Here take 1 unit distance, this is 1 unit, and we draw perpendicular from here 1 unit. Unit may be centimeter, meter or decimeter. So 1 unit. So by the Pythagoras theorem, this is point O to A to B here. So OA is equal to 1 unit, AB is equal to 1 unit. So what is the length of this hypotenuse? The Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse is always equal to the square of the sum of the square of their other two sides, means hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So this distance OB is equal to under root 2 unit. So we represent under root 2 on the number line. We take an arc from O to B, and this arc, this length represent on this number line with the help of the compass. So this point is under root 2. Similarly, under root 3 we represent on the number line. So we take here under root 2, this length is under root 2, we draw perpendicular here on this, and which is 1 unit. So this is 1 unit and this is under root 2. So this is hypotenuse. This is hypotenuse, and by the Pythagoras theorem, OC is equal to under root 3, because under root 2 square plus 1 square is equal to OC square. So OC is equal to under root 3. So we take one arc from O to C, and this arc represent on the number line. So under root 3 will be here. Similarly, under root 5, so we take from O to A 2 unit, and from A we draw perpendicular 1 unit. So OA square plus AB square is equal to OB square. This will be 2 square, that is 4, and 1 square is 5. So OB square is equal to 5, then OB is equal to root 5. So we can represent this length or this arc with the help of compass on the number line. This arc we represent here. So this point will be under root 5. Or with the help of thread also we can measure here, and this length represent on the number line. So this is representation of the irrational number on the number line. Okay, so these questions for you, and you solve these questions yourself. First question, without actual division, find which of the following fraction are terminating. So without actual division, without dividing 9 by 25, how can we say that 9 by 25 is terminating decimal or non-terminating and but repeating decimal? Because all are the rational number from 1 to this fifth. 5 question given, 3, 4, this is 5 and this is 6. So 6 question given in first question, 6 part. So all are rational number. So rational number is either terminating or non-terminating but repeating decimal. So how can you say this is terminating or non-terminating? So listen, if the denominator, this is in the form of P upon Q, na? So Q, if Q is, this denominator is the factor of 2 or 5, 25, if I write factor of 25 is 5 into 5. So this is factor of 5. So if any denominator is factor of 2 or factor of 5 and their power may be 3, 4, 5 so on, any n power having, and the denominators is factor is 2 and 5, so that is terminating decimal. If the denominator's factor is beside this 2 or 5, which is 2 or 5, so that is terminating, and which is whose factor is not 2 or 5, that is called the non-terminating. So this is terminating because the factor of the denominator is 5, and here the factor of 12 is 2 into 3. So this is not 2 into 2 into 3. So the factor of the denominator is 2 into 2 into 3. So beside this 2 and 5 here is 3 also. So this is non-terminating but repeating decimal. Whatever you get 7 upon 12, that will be non-terminating, means never end after the decimal place, but repeating. Some certain digit you get, that will be repeat after some period. So without actual division, you can say by making the factor of the denominator, that is repeating or terminating. Next, second, convert decimal into vulgar fraction. So if we represent 0.65 into the fraction form, so that it will be 65 upon 100. So this will be 65 upon 100. This is decimal fraction, and we have to represent the decimal fraction into the, or this decimal into the vulgar fraction. So simplify this, 5 13 ja and 5 20 ja. So write in the simplest form 13 upon 20. This is vulgar fraction. So similarly you solve all the decimal into the decimal fraction and then simplify into the vulgar fraction. Convert 15 upon 56 as a decimal, correct it to 4 decimal place, and similarly by actual division, so that 11 upon 9 is equal to 1.2 bar. So divide 11 by 9, and after the sum decimal place it will be repeat, means 1 time 9 1s are 9 and 2, that will be 20, 9 2s are 18, then 20 minus 18 is 2. So 2 repeating. Here express as a vulgar fraction 0.5 bar. So consider x is equal to 0.5 bar, which is equal to 1 digit is repeating 555. So we multiply one digit repeating, so we multiply by 10, that is 10x is equal to 5.5. and similarly I discuss on this type of the terminating, non-terminating but repeating decimal into the fractional form. So you can solve this yourself. And